Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. I'm Your Everyday Joe. Today's meal is going to be a little bit different than my usual videos. Today we're going to be doing a slow cooker meal. We're going to be making a whole chicken in the crock pot. So stay tuned.
If you want to show support to this channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. And to stay up to date on new content, when we release it, ring the notification bell. Now let's get into the video.
Today's meal is going to be basically for those days that you just don't have enough time to cook or don't want to spend the time cooking. You want to set it and forget it pretty much. Today's meal, we're going to be making the chicken in the crock pot. I'm just going to throw it all in and we're going to season it and let it run for about 4 to 6 hours until it's done. The ingredients you're going to need, we're going to be using a 4-pound chicken, oil, butter, chopped basil, chopped parsley, a seasoning rub, which I've made homemade. You get some paprika, some onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, some dried rosemary, some dry herbs, Italian seasoning. Also some fresh garlic we're going to rough chop, a potato, 1 large onion, 1 celery stalk, and 1 medium-sized carrot. First, we're going to chop up our vegetables, our root vegetables, our onion. Just going to quarter them. Just rough chop on these. Potatoes, same thing. Just some large cubes. We're just going to throw them on top of the chicken. We're going to put the chicken on the bottom side, so it with the breast side down, so it'll get a little bit of a sear on it. Over time, I know it's a slow cooker, but it does tend to get hot enough. Okay, chop that, and chop the carrot. And you want to kind of make the pieces pretty big, as if you were making it for a stew. Okay. All right. Now I've already chopped the garlic. So at this point here, we got all this chopped. We're going to work with the chicken next. Okay, so now we're going to concentrate on the chicken. I've already thawed it. It's a thawed chicken. I just kept it in a brine for a few hours. That's just a vinegar with some salt and pepper. Just let it sit there for a few hours, and that helps tenderize it and gives it some flavor too. So I've already patted it dry. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to season this. I'm going to season this on the inside. So I'm going to use some of this dry rub on the inside. And you want to be pretty liberal with it. So I'm using a spoon here just to make sure I get enough in there. And just getting it all over everywhere. Because like I said, this is about a 4-pound chicken. So you want to use enough seasoning for it, because some of it will run out as it cooks. Okay, just get in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the garlic up. I've got the butter. I've cut slices into the butter, and I'm going to just slide it into the skin here, and put one on the top here. All right. And I'm going to throw one on the inside there for good measure. Okay, then we're going to take this. I'm going to take the chopped basil, the fresh herbs, and dump those on the inside there. That'll help keep some moisture on the inside there too as it cooks and gives it some flavor. Okay, so grab some of this garlic. So we're going to throw some of this chopped garlic on the inside there too. Okay, so now that we have the chicken pretty much all seasoned, I'm gonna fold the wings back. You know, just take the tips, just fold them right in the back there like that, so they don't flop around. It tends to maintain the shape too. So just like that, so it's kind of out of the way. And I'm going to place it breast side down into the crock pot. Okay, let's move that out of the way. So now that we have that in the crock pot here, I'm not going to add any liquid because the vegetables are going to produce a lot of the steam and the liquid that we need. Wash my hands. Okay, so we're going to throw the root vegetables in there, the potato, the onions. Get that all in there on top. Okay, you just want to make sure you get them all in there. Wouldn't be too concerned about it. It's all going to steam in there for 4 to 6 hours. Okay. Throw that all in there. And this garlic, throw that in there. And I'm going to sprinkle it with some more of this mixture here, the seasoning blend here, the rub, just to give it a little bit more. And a little bit of olive oil over the top. It's actually garlic oil, a little bit of the garlic oil that I'm using here. All right. Another little trick that I'm using, I'm going to use this skewer to just poke into the meat, just to get some of the juices and some of the flavoring to get in there. Okay, so I'm just poking it all the way through, so it goes through the breast, the legs, everything. Okay. Okay. And that's pretty much it. So we're just gonna put the top on it. I'm gonna put it on high. I'm gonna set that on high. I'm gonna let it cook for between 4 and 6 hours. About 4 hours, we'll take a look at it, see what the temperature is. We want to make sure we're at about 165 degrees in the breast part of it, at the thickest part of the chicken. So about 4 hours in, I'll flip the chicken over, take its temperature, and we'll see where we are. So I'll see you when we get back. Okay, so now it's been about 4 hours on the high setting. I just turned it to low. I've got the thermometer into the breast section. I flipped the chicken with the breast side up. It's reading 169, 170. It's been sitting for about a minute or two here on low. And the meat looks like it's falling off the bone. This looks really juicy. So we're just gonna take that off. Okay, and I'm gonna put that in the platter here. I'm just gonna shift this over. Okay. Let's just, I'm using a fork and a pair of tongs here. So I'm going to drain. Now I didn't add any liquid, but a little bit of oil to this. I mean, you can see how much juice is in there. Okay. So I'll just pull that out. And the vegetables are pretty much all done in here anyway. Take out some of the vegetables, be able to test those. Okay, now you can save the liquid that's in here. You can make a soup with it. You can just strain it, make a soup, make a broth, or use it to make a gravy. That would come out really good. So here's the potatoes here. You can see the potatoes pretty soft, just falling apart. You know, carrots pretty soft too. So I'm just going to cut into the chicken here to show you what it looks like. Okay. And I'm just cutting the breast section off, so you can see that it is done and it's just falling apart here. It's fantastic. It's nice and juicy. You can see all that. It's all definitely cooked in 4 hours in the slow cooker in the crock pot. So this looks really good. I'm gonna take a piece of this right now. mean, why wait, right? It's as fresh as it's gonna get. It's as good as it's gonna get right now. Very juicy, very tender. It's got good flavor to it. It's definitely not dry. It's very moist. So I think if you're going to be making this when you're too busy, fantastic. Give it 4 hours on high on this type of crock pot here. 4 hours on high. Then you put it on low and let it simmer for another hour or so if you want. Well, I want to keep cooking it, but it's just falling off the bone here. I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, just falling apart. It's great. So, and you can take any leftover chicken and make other dishes with, and just put it in the fridge and make other dishes with it. Your imagination is the limit. So, if you like this video and you want to see more crockpot type videos or air fryer videos, let me know in the comments section. Check out some of the videos that I got placed on the side here. Share it and give me some thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next video.